your emotional breakdowns on Wednesday and having to talk to your therapist, it's kind of a rough time the rest of the week. It's fine.
Also valid.
But how's everybody else doing today?
Good.
Existing.
Have you touched grass today?
No. I touched my dog. He touched grass.
Yeah, so 2 degrees from grass. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
We did go outside and interact with people. We just didn't touch grass
you
in the
go.
process.
That counts.
Does it?
What's something that made everybody smile today? I'm bringing this back into the conversation. I keep forgetting to do it before our stream.
My cat let me pick her up today.
That's always great. I
That's-
love that.
So good for you. You know what my cat did today, Snow?
Oh no.
The cat got locked into my office overnight, and usually it's
Oh
fine.
no.
Not a big deal. Usually somebody hears him screaming or he's like generally okay. But I guess he was really determined to get out of the room last night, so he tore up a bunch of carpet,
Oh no.
like right next to the door. It looked a lot worse than it was, because after it was vacuumed and cleared out, it's not that much, but it was surprising to walk over and see nothing in the room, because Archer had already gotten the cat out, and just carnage. Carpet carnage.
Happy Sunday!
Yay!
But a thing that made me smile is after we cleaned up this mess and were settled, I invited Snow to go get monsters with me, and he agreed.
Nice. Always a
I
good
don't
time.
like the leaving very much.
Nobody likes the leaving. But we're like 2 feet from a gas station, guys. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Very true.
I got to eat some of my strawberries that I picked from the farm yesterday.
Hell
They're so good. I have so many strawberries. If you guys want some,
Hell yeah.
we have. I think between me and Aspire, we have like 11 pounds of strawberries.
That's so many strawberries. Oh
It's
my
so
god.
many
An
strawberries.
insane amount. You gotta get on top of making some smoothies or something, because
We gotta.
Fucking
I
strawberry
know, which is
jam.
why I'm trying to give them away to people. I got my money's worth though. It's fine.
Jam, jelly, you know,
Oh,
pies.
thank you.
Rhubarb,
Yeah.
strawberry pie.
I like dipping strawberries in sugar. That's one of my favorites.
You can send Kai all of the chocolate-covered strawberries you want. and
Oh
they'll
my god.
get eaten.
But, all right. Since we are down 2 people today, I will be doing my best to have them take actions briefly that are accurate to what we know of their characters. And then, if y'all want to, we didn't progress too terribly much, but if y'all would like to share with the class what occurred in the last episode.
I got you. So we started fighting people, and Snow forgot we were level 3, so it was a good time. But we started fighting Sabine, the right-hand man of the crow, of the head crow, and she did quite a bit to us. She summoned some sort of ghoulie, who was not a good time. But we managed to get her to run enough that she was so injured that she fell out the window, or tried to escape out the window, and didn't make it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to defeat the Revenant before he erased one of the guards that Fairy had managed to call over. But Redrix was able to stop her from escaping by landing on top of her and pinning her down until Fairy could get there. And we didn't die, guys. It's great. We had a good time. The Reverend is gone, called back into its crystal. Everyone else is inside right now, and Fairy tried to get Sabine to call off the attack, which she didn't do. And so now Fairy is currently leading her inside the cuckoo's nest.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Yeah.
And I nearly died several times. But
Yes.
Shield is a wonderful spell that you should all get in use.
As Sabine is our tank. Or not Sabine, Sivri is our tank. And it's great.
Yeah,
Bonk!
love glass cannons.
Our little wizard is our tank.
Bonk!
Good lord. Alright, so, with all of that in mind, Sabine now bound, correct? You bound her?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Sabine now bound, having accepted what she believed would be her fate of no longer existing in the material realm, having her soul, how you might say, removed from her body, is now left in the uncertainty of captivity at your side, Fairy. Before we move to what you would like to do, for Sivri and Redrix, given that the rumbling has maintained itself now at a fairly deep, unsettling volume, Redrix, since he left you to your devices with Sabine, had walked down around and was making his way towards the front of the inn. I don't think Xander will have any upset with me saying that he has gone in to check that everyone else is in good health, and will proceed to walking just a bit down the street to help. He caught sight of a young woman with her daughter, and he is now checking in with them. Sivri, I believe, and we can, if we really need to, we can retcon a little bit as far as actions go, but Sivri will have also left the building, making sure that no one needs anything, to come and see maybe what has become of Sabine, and has also kind of made her way towards a nearby guard who is directing people out of the immediate where the hot spots seem to be. So, before Fairy can inflict whatever rage she maintains due to this betrayal, Kalani and Mort, do you have any particular business that you would like to see to in the coming moments or so, after the din of battle has processed?
I like that the guard's body is still just sitting in there.
The guard's body is still just sitting in there. Loot that body.
I don't think Kalani has, because Kalani didn't make it around the back of the building, so she doesn't know that Fairy and Sabine are making their way, like, Sabine is being dragged in by Fairy, right?
Correct.
She's in front of me. I have her by the hair, and I'm leading her forward.
Okay. Because Kalani would just kind of be just outside the door, making sure that, like, Mort and Sivri, because they were the three that were, like, pulling up the rear end, making sure that everything was okay, making sure all of them are good, and that if anybody needs a good berry, like, Kalani's handing out snacks.
Hey, I'll take snacks.
Thanks, Mom!
Snacks.
You
And
all
then-
do feel, or sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go.
Because we had that level 5 update, you do all inexplicably feel refreshed after your after your battle. You have a sense of feeling stronger and having come out of this alive, as though you feel that you have learned something new or put together new things in your mind of how you can use your abilities, and kind of acquired some some information that has now unlocked your whatever choices that you have made. So in that leveling up. But Kalani, if you had something else, sorry.
Nope.
What is in these berries? Because we should get more.
Well, lucky for you, I can produce them anytime I need to.
Wait. Where did these come from?
Magic.
Oh, okay. That's...
Where did you think they came from?
Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about whatever this is, and so I didn't want to make assumptions.
Kalani just kind of like squints at Mort before she stops and realizes she can, kind of.
Wait. Why are you squinting?
Yep. Good. You're sure?
No shit, Sherlock.
I don't think I realized how short you are.
I'm the size of a small child. That's why the cat tavern person called me child.
I just
It's
thought it
also-
was because of how you act.
You know? You can see, so you get a pass.
I mean, I wouldn't say I can see, but I don't. This is weird. Where is everybody else? Where?
Sivri ran out the door. It looks like Fairy's coming back with a prisoner, and I have no idea where Redrix is. He went out a window.
Oh,
Yeah. But we didn't die!
true.
That's important.
Move myself over here until we're ready.
I mean, you're good. You could, Kalani, like seeing Fairy heading this way, like pissed. Kalani just kind of slides aside.
Yeah, she's not smiling,
Kind of because
but like she's
expression's
still controlled.
lost,
It's
but
kind of expressionless a little bit, but it's like radiating off of her.
slide aside. Let Fairy pass.
Do we want to maybe tie her to a chair?
Oh, don't worry, I have a plan. Okay. So I am going to lift her arms, because her arms are behind her. I'm going to lift them painfully and put them over the back of the chair so that she's like now stuck behind the chair, kind of, and having her sit on the seat facing me. And look back at the other two. If you're squeamish, you might want to leave.
I mean, I grew
Hold
up
on.
on a farm.
Real quick, just...
What?
Mort casts prestidigitation on himself and the goose. And then,
My God.
just goes back behind the table. Alright, if I get sprayed to this far back, I'm gonna be impressed, frankly.
You will not get sprayed. And she's gonna look back at Sabine.
I want to take chances.
You've made a mistake. Do you know why?
I've made no mistakes.
Oh no, you made a big mistake. Because you betrayed me. And you know my backstory, correct?
I know where you've
I'm assuming
come
you were
from.
told. Oh, well, this will be fun. And so she is going to first take out a little tube of lipstick. And she's going to slowly, like, I don't know, twist it to push. I don't know how lipstick works in fantasy times.
Twist
Do
would be
I
fine.
do I twist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twist would. I think they are mechanically sound enough. They would have figured out how to twist
Cool.
the lipstick.
Great. She's going to grab like one of the like dirty towels from the table and shove it into Sabine's mouth. and then grab her by the back of the hair again and lift her up so her chin is pointing upward. And with her poison lipstick, she's going to very methodically start spelling out the word traitor so it burns and scars into her neck.
As you do so, Sabine just stares directly into your eyes, does not break contact.
Oh, no, she's looking at the ceiling. I'm not.
Oh, she's looking at the
Her
ceiling.
head is fully tilted back. I am
Gotcha,
staring
gotcha.
at my work, sort of thing.
Then she's just staring straight where her head's letting her look. You can hear her breathing very heavily, but not making any indication that the pain is affecting her, aside from
And-
the breathing.
Perfect. She's gonna sit there and like wait and watch the work and like fix things where she needs to make sure it like scars on her neck and won't go away, basically. And then put the lipstick away and let go of her head and turn to the other two. Do either of you have the ability to heat metal?
If there's a fireplace, yeah, but I don't know.
I was thinking more magically so, but
Oh, no.
Yeah, not really. Although, shouldn't we be getting information and not just...
oh, she won't be giving that to us. And she'll hold up the crystal that has the revenant in it and put it on the table. That's the thing that she summoned. And then hold up it was a watch, right?
Yes, the walkie-talkie.
Hold up the watch.
All right, hold on.
I gave her a chance to stop the attack, and she started it instead, and she'll put that on the table. So I'm going to make
Okay.
sure that everybody knows exactly what she is.
Okay, I, you know, violence is not the answer, but it does make us feel better. Can I try something real quick before we keep going?
Fine.
All right.
And as you're doing that, I'm going to get a candle and put it on the table and start, and like light it and start heating my dagger.
If this works, you're gonna have to wait a while before you get all happy. I would like to cast Friends on Sabine.
Alright. Remind me.
You magically emanate a sense of friendship towards one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charisma or have the charmed condition for the duration. The target succeeds automatically if it isn't a humanoid, if you're fighting it, or if you have cast this spell on it within the past 24 hours.
Okay.
Spell ends early if the target takes damage, or if you make an attack roll, deal damage, or force anyone to make a saving throw. When the spell ends, the target knows it was charmed by you.
Okay. What is the DC?
12.
Four plus 5 is 9.
Yes. No. Sabine is now charmed.
You kind of, if any of you can see her eyes now that, are you still pulling her back?
No, I let her go.
Okay. She kind of, her head lolls ever slightly, somewhat, not necessarily smudging your good work, but,
Oh no, I waited till it was dry.
okay. Then, yeah, her head kind of lolls and her eyes glaze over a little bit. And how did it describe how polite the person behaves in this state?
It just says charmed condition.
Okay.
If you want, I will look it up for you. Beep, beep. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Charmer has advantage on any ability a check to interact socially with the creature.
So more easily persuaded. Basically, this isn't like
Yeah, I'm
tone of
good.
truth or anything. But
No. I'm
okay.
good cop. Fairy is bad
Gotcha.
cop. That is where we are at.
Okay. I was trying to see how best to play this then. Okay, then yeah, there's a little bit of glaze there, more from uh, the damage now to her body because she did get knocked out pretty good, so she's now influenceable. Certainly, you can tell.
So Sabine, you're kind of in a deep hole of shit right now. Removes towel with two fingers and drops it on the ground.
Ugh, that stings.
Good.
Fairy, look, do you want a cup of water? A sandwich, maybe?
And Fairy just turns and glares at him.
I'm fine.
Okay, yeah. You did that. Your little friend, I guess, in the crystal tried to kill me a couple times, so I am a little upset with you. But I'm just trying to understand why this. I guess you know.
Well, when you've been planning things for years, you can't let insignificant fools get in the way.
Why have you been planning this for years, though? Like, this seems like a weird take for somebody who's supposed to protect the place, right?
I am protecting the place.
From
as you
what?
so put it. Mortimer. You are the eldest of these novice crows, yet your stature is not the only trait reminiscent of a child.
Whoa, a short burn. You are also a halfling, so I just don't really see the point of that. So back to the why the fuck? What are you protecting them from? If you're gonna be destroying the whole town with worms, bro.
We're protecting those who deserve to be protected.
And who deserves to be protected?
Those who believe
In what?
our cause.
Wow, that's really great. Do you want to maybe tell us more about your cause? You know?
I'll have you make a persuasion check.
I get advantage!
I was almost at 17.
14.
I got distracted by something. What was the question? The pain in my neck. It is quite sharp.
What is your cause?
That is a difficult thing to explain. I am one of many who would love to see this continent returned to the world at large.
Disgusting. Okay. What does that have to do with worms, I guess?
Mortimer, it's not about the worms.
No, but you're basically allowing a bunch of people to die. The worms matter to me, even if they don't matter to you. So I'm just trying to figure out, how do you justify the deaths of innocents?
As you ask, you... Actually, Kalani probably first and most easily can feel the shifting of the vibration. In the distance from the most northern point of the city, a horn begins to sound.
You know what? Actually, if you don't mind, kind of grabs the walkie-talkie off the table. Do you think you could maybe put that particular cat back in the bag for an hour?
Oh, I apologize. Your dear fairy has destroyed my means of communication.
Um, uh, not a problem. I
Wait, did I destroy the thing?
Yeah,
think
you
I did. Did I?
You stepped on it.
Oh, okay. So I
Is-
didn't remember. That's my bad.
Hey,
No,
I
Fairy was
have-
pissed.
I have mending. Spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken link, two halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin.
Does
as
it
long
work
as-
on arcane items?
It doesn't repair the magic.
Does it repair magic?
Yeah.
Wait, the spell
Like-
can't restore the adjective to such an object. God damn it.
Like, if you repaired a book, you can't put the words back on the pages, but...
Barry, please stop doing things without knowing what you're doing.
Do you
That's
want to
me.
insult me while I'm upset right now?
Hey, that was me, not Morton.
Oh. That was more... I was like, Fairy is not in the mood for this.
Okay, well then. Fuck.
This attack will happen regardless of whether you're here. I understand you were able to persuade one of the worms to flee, and we'll deal with that at another time. Whether I'm here or not.
Right. Who's your boss?
My master,
Yeah.
he is... my
See, if you-
master.
Yeah, if you have to lie about who your master is, it usually means you're up to no good. You know that, right? Like, people don't hide good things from other people.
He wishes to remain anonymous. You'll meet him soon enough.
Anonymous is the kind of very anonymous is again the kind of bullshit that means usually bad dude hiding something. You know, if you're hiding one thing, you're hiding something else.
People at large are stupid.
I
If
don't
we
disagree.
worked anywhere but the shadows. Do you really believe that people would go along with things? You see how crowds of people will follow a king. But what is a king to a god?
What's a god?
Fairy
to a
is just, like,
non-believer?
making the most disgusted face right now.
Right. So make me believe.
All of the crows are a lost cause. I have no energy to spend on you. Not now.
Who do you report to directly? Who isn't your master? Somebody has to be willing to do the missionary work, right?
I'm the missionary. There are many of us.
Oh yeah?
Would friends, and this is more a question likely for our more experienced players, would friends force her at all to respond to that question truthfully?
No, Friends is, I believe...
'Cause I'm not trying not to interpret it as like tone of truth or something like that.
Yeah,
No, no,
it's
no.
not Zone of Truth, which even in Zone of Truth, like, you don't have to answer.
You just have to answer honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
have to
you
eliminate friendship towards a creature. No, they're just more like, you get advantage on stuff.
yeah. I'm your best friend.
You can still be upset at your best friend, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, like,
Mhm.
the more will get advantage rolling
Yeah.
stuff.
Like insight or performance or perception or persuasion.
Yeah, because they're just charmed.
And not going to attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charm person, fuck off.
Unfortunately, I cannot simply share that information with you.
We're old friends.
I understand that.
I would like to roll persuasion with that.
It's gonna be pretty high. She's
She's in some deep cult shit. She doesn't trust
Yeah.
us.
I get that. I still want to try. You miss every shot you don't take, guys.
That's
May
true.
I,
That's true.
may I roll persuasion to get her to tell me?
Mhm. I think, in fairness,
I got a 19.
okay, I was going to say the DC would have been 30.
Damn.
I figure on rolls like that, if I share that with you, at the very least, you know what you're aiming for. So if some Ellie Beardsley type shit happens and you roll a nat 20, it's all the more deserved.
So close, but no.
No.
I think I'm the only one who could reach that without a nat 20.
Yep.
Alright, well. Did my best. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the spell. Well, didn't get a whole lot, but, roll
Told
to
you.
return to the continent. Pretty big. Probably some the wastes are full, she is rising bullshit.
You're all wasting time here, but as long as we're here, I do have
No,
some
you don't
information
get
I'd
to
like
talk
to share
anymore.
with you.
Oh.
Are we shoving it in her mouth?
Information,
I don't know.
very... Shove it in after.
Fairy,
What
don't you
information?
want to know
Don't
what happened
say
to your
that.
brother? Don't you want to know where Eldon is?
And Fairy's just looking at her. That's a very nice try, but I think we're done here. And she's gonna shove the cloth back into her mouth.
Hey,
And then she is going to grab one of the like silverware's utensils off the table and break the wooden part off of it, like off the bottom, like of the fork.
Bro.
What, Mort?
you want me to make her violently sick?
No.
Okay. I'll just go for it.
And
Hey,
then
Kalani!
I am.
Kalani's just been back in the corner popping good berries in her mouth like popcorn.
I love Kalani so much.
She's dealing with a brand new sense, so
Kalani is a ride or die girl's girl. It's fine.
I'm gonna just hang back here with you. I don't think I'm needed over there.
Kalani will hold out her hand with the good berries in it.
We're eating popcorn like the K-pop demon hunter
Yep.
ladies.
the good berries are
going to-
popping out of your eyes.
They are magic.
That's not where the apostrophe goes. There we go. I'm going to rip the towel out of her mouth and at the same time shove that wooden end of the utensil in so her mouth stays open. And then my dagger, which I have been heating since the conversation started, should be at a proper temperature now. And so I am going to reach in and with like 2 nails basically grab her tongue and pull it out as far as I can and then start cutting very slowly so it cauterizes as I cut out her tongue.
Woof. Her eyes go wide.
And once
Do-
that's finished, I'm going to throw that on the floor and I'm going to... I will drop healing into her if I need to keep her alive.
That's a good point. Did I make a thing for her? I did. I mean, she's in a pretty vulnerable space. Go ahead and roll like a d4 for me.
Oh, I didn't bring those out at the beginning of the session. Okay, one sec. Pull out my giant bag. All right. Who's gonna be nice? That's a D8. Why are you in there? Ow! They're stabbing me. Where's fairies? I know we have fairies somewhere in here. Find it. Yes, no, maybe. The answer is no, so we'll just roll this instead. 2.
Okay. She's still awake. She's still conscious as this is happening.
Okay. Once that's done, I made myself bleed with a D4. God damn it.
Oh no.
It stabbed me. That's so mean. I'm gonna drop the tongue on the ground when I'm finished and examine my work and make sure it has cauterized properly. Before pulling the stick out of her mouth and just getting this wide smile on my face. You knew who I was. You knew what I've done. You made a mistake. And then she's gonna turn around, face back to completely, like, normal-ish, and be like, all right, shall we leave now?
To Kalani, kind of leaning in. I don't think that's supposed to be hot. Yeah, we can go now. We're leaving? Worms, right?
Oh, yeah. And Fairy's just gonna walk out and leave her there. No, she's going to kick the tongue towards Mother and be like, do you want a snack? As
No.
they're leaving.
Do not eat that!
Carry on would immediately on it.
There you go.
That's fine. Not my bird.
As everybody is, like, walking out, Kalani will move over to Sabine and kind of, like, as the other two have left, kind of lean down and just, with one of the good berries, carefully pop it into this woman's mouth and just enjoy your snack. And then out. I'm following after.
As yikes. Okay, never mind. Yeah, she is left there. She had been kind of like Kalani, as you had walked towards her, she had been verging on manic laughter. But like as you pop that good berry into her mouth, she just shakes her head back and forth and has a deep sigh, and when you turn around, it's just you don't hear her hardly even breathing.
Oh.
So
choke on it.
she's fine. All right, let's get you guys Lakeshore.
I do want to say that Snow did call Mort thinking Fairy torturing Sabine was attractive when I told him my plan.
Hey, listen! No, I have a type!
I've made my predictions for all of this. It's fine.
I have
Let
a...
me... I'm gonna be a cat so that I'm not just Sabine all the time here.
Yeah, fuck off, Sabine! You're not supposed to be here!
So
I
now
tied
that
you up
y'all
real good!
have exited. You can hear distant screaming. You can see that in the northern part of town there is smoke and ash and
Sorry,
dust
I took
rising.
the watch and the crystal with me, by the way. Forgot.
That's fine. That's fine. That walkie-talkie, as far as you can tell, it is likely to be able to be repaired if you so choose, but you cannot tell if it is going to have the same connection that it does. This is a fairly rare item, that you now have in your possession. So in the future, it will likely be if it is something you would like to maintain or have a matching set, you will likely need to find someone who can deal with appropriate arcane items. But you do now have that in your possession. Even as you walk out of the inn, or the tavern, I should say, you do hear 2 more horns begin to sound. You can hear just off in the distance to the northwest and northeast. It seems that they are very methodically trying to kind of route people in a particular direction. So we have 2 more worms have emerged. Given the timing on each of these, they seem to be kind of getting faster as they go. There is some time in between each, but you can tell that there is movement beneath your feet, even if at a distance, because as Sabine kind of alluded to, the worm that was meant for this section of town has been directed elsewhere because of your newly formed friendship. Not many people are in the street. You do see a few city guards that have taken to directing people immediately, like not just kind of directing them from the initial rumblings, like, hey, maybe we should kind of move along or get in somewhere safe, but go ahead and get the fuck out of town this direction. And it seems like they're directing them further and further south down the road here, away from as much away from the wharf as they can. You do see a few ships that have already taken off. They're full of people and supplies that were not intended to be on these ships and boats. But those that are around you, the main thoroughfare that you had been on just a couple hours ago, full of people, has emptied at this point, and the wares of people who were planning on staying even through the fireworks have been abandoned, and just the people have left that all to its own devices, basically. Let's see. Yeah, you can hear in the distance crumbling infrastructure and screaming, and the horns continue to go, but it seems that it's intermittent because there is a certain amount of disarray happening where they have to decide, am I sounding the horn or am I helping people? You all now have obviously a choice. You can either, it's really up to you. You have plenty of choices that you can make here, whether it's get out of town, see if there's anything you can do. You do know that those that were part of the Magpies, they are in theory beginning to assist any kind of evacuation. In your head, Kalani, you hear the voice of, I don't know if you would remember it, it's up to you, but this is Ezekiel, the tiefling wizard, sends you a message stating that efforts are underway. We're getting as many people out as we can. Your father says to run. He has sent message. You can respond to this message.
Kalani just... Is he okay?
A few seconds pass, unsure if there was any more to the message. He's fine. Helping as many families as he can get out. He sent a few towards the boats. He's fine.
Kalani is gonna walk over and just gently, like, one hand on Mort, one hand on Fairy, casting Longstrider as she does, think we should go.
Agreed. I think we should find the others and leave. And by others, I mean Redrix and Sibi. I do not mean any of the other crowd.
What about all these people?
They are being taken care of.
My father's working on it.
We have done what we can. Unless you want to go die out there.
Try and talk to the other people on Worms. They don't want to be doing this either, right?
I have a feeling they're deeper into the cult shit than anybody else.
And we don't have the power to face a worm.
We survived the other one because they didn't want to be there. They were forced to be there.
But we know that's not the case for the rest of them.
I think
Do you
we
want
need
to-
to trust my father.
And do you want to
Fine.
make that attempt? Again, you are welcome to go die if you would like.
Of course I am. Fine, let's go.
Alright, can we make perception or anything to look for Redrix and Sibi?
Yeah.
I mean,
go for it.
Sivri.
That, yes, thank you.
2 minutes.
Sivri and Redrix. Dirty 20.
Okay. Is anyone else making perception?
I mean, Kalani can. But, yeah, that went about as good as I fucking expected. That's an 8.
Seven.
So Fairy,
Yes!
looking around, it seems that wherever Redrix has gone, it seems he doesn't appear to be anywhere. And neither does Sivri. Make a roll on my own
Bleeding
little-
hearts of the world unite, I swear.
How? Where are you looking
Around. Everywhere.
around?
Like,
at eye
Turning in a
level,
circle.
or-
Turning in a circle, looking, like, scanning up and down the area, trying to figure out if they're up, if they're, like, on the roofs, if they're down, like... Quick sweep, but I am sweeping, nonetheless.
After a few moments of doing this, you do see Redrix running back towards you down the road here. He's farther away than he should have gotten in the time that you all had that conversation with Sabine. As you watch him run, you see a flash of dark, just almost like a black cloak whipping in the wind. And as that flash appears, Redrix disappears with it.
And this is one of the first times she's lost for words. And she just kind of points. He was right there.
Who was right there?
Redrick.
I don't see him.
I mean, the
Is
fact
he
that you
gone
can
now?
see at all.
True.
Sorry, that was
From the other direction, you all hear Sivri shout, "Run! He's coming!" I don't know how to do her voice, but you know. And as you all turn, yes.
Fairy will not think twice. She will grab both of them and start running the other direction because she's not dealing with this shit.
Okay, I am on the ground half off. Pick a spot, lady.
If any of you manage to see Sivri, the same thing happens. One moment she's there, another moment she's been whisked away completely by this cloak.
What the fuck is
That's what happened to Redrix. That's why we're running.
Yeah, except I'm not. My feet are not connecting with the ground.
Fairy's not even gonna acknowledge that with the response. It's just gonna keep running.
After about 30, 60 feet running down this main thoroughfare, you hear the final 2 purple worms emerge. Not in your vicinity, but close enough that it's concerning. You hear more crumbling buildings, and screams are closer this time. Not enough people have been removed from the city. Not enough people have made their way to the outskirts. These worms are methodically now making their way closer and closer to the center of the city.
I'm headed towards the forest. Like, whichever way of that is closest, I'm headed towards the forest.
Okay. As you run, you all hear a high-pitched whirring in your head. It's kind of like when it's the static or the feedback, that interference of first turning on a really powerful amp and it didn't quite make that connection correctly. It is loud enough that it would, depending on how, actually make a constitution check, each of you.
Oh,
God.
God.
Check? You said just check?
Just to see how well you keep moving.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
That's a 12.
Okay. I guess this
I-
could also technically be a willpower kind of thing, but
Yeah. What am I rolling?
Constitution.
Constitution. is fine.
Constitution. Okay.
I'm still holding, like, I have death grips, like, on both of their hands, basically.
I got an 8.
So, Fairy, you keep running pretty darn well. You maybe have just a quick hitch in your step. Kalani, you're having more trouble keeping up. The instinct to kind of cover your ears is very strong. Mort, for you, it is much more difficult to power through. This is for all of you, this is a fairly painful sensation in your head. Fairy, you and Kalani both probably have enough wherewithal for anyone that's within the area, even just, several meters away. You see other people kind of fall to the ground or clutch their ears and get to their knees and try to kind of nullify the noise in their head. But you all, in your mind, hear the words that you initially heard when you came to this town. Uros doer ulu inver udosta dues dost ilnes on tlu uclother caros zun not guild uros origato dos jal flamgra wun ilkas da. This time, rather than in a more chant-like haka, it is stated like a spell.
What language is that?
It is, you would know it. It is Undercommon.
Okay, so translation.
It is the same as when you came.
Repeat.
So-
I don't fuck. Ha!
If you do not yield, we let you all burn in the name of what is fair. We come to collect our dues. Your illness will be purged. And after...
Repeat that. I'm
Let me-
sorry. Start from the
You're
beginning
good, you're
again.
good. Let me put it in our Discord.
Thank
That
you.
works too. Amazing.
Yeah, I've got it here. I came prepared for a decent amount, I'm just gonna put it in general.
Thank you.
So the first staff is, if you do not yield, we let you all burn in the name of what is fair. And and the other half is we come to collect our dues. Your illness will be purged. After which, you all also hear in common, we come to collect our dues. Your illness will be purged. You get the sense that the source is nearby.
Kalani's immediately going to be looking around because that's a vulture accent.
Can I roll? Would it be investigation, perception to see like if it's coming from nearby? I want to get there.
Yeah. Y'all are all welcome if you're looking for the source.
Yeah.
Perception or investigation, whichever you're stronger at if you would like.
I'm half and half. So
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20!
After those down rolls, Fairy, did you also?
I think I would be more focused on getting everyone out. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Are you all still trying to move? Because Mort, you've been
I
most
mean-
affected.
Kalani, because I
I like. Go ahead. Sorry.
Holistic. Oh, sorry.
Southern this because that is a discussion we've had where Southern is very specifically vultures. Kalani would have stalled. Kalani would be looking around like, what the fuck is another vulture doing here? Like, this is not a common area for vultures to be in. Why are they saying this shit? What's like Kalani would like literally be like fumbling slightly as they're looking around trying to find what's going on.
Barry still does just have a death grip on both of them. After like that shit hit them in the head, basically she was like, nope, and like tightened her grip to make sure she didn't lose either of them and just kept chugging as fast as she could towards the woods. Even if she's dragging both of them at this point.
Listen, Mort is rough, and Mort was being dragged in the first place. So Mort is kind of still being dragged with the goose behind him, screaming.
Okay. So, and Fairy, you didn't care to look around, right?
No. At this point,
You're
it's
just
we're
trucking.
leaving. We're going. We're leaving.
I'm just trying to figure how, in my mind's eye, how hard we're looking around. But for the two of you who rolled those nat 20s, it doesn't take much looking. I will say, I will give you, because of that, one of the passers-by, they don't recognize that y'all are crows right off the bat, but you do overhear them saying, "The crows have betrayed us!" And just still on their knees, or I guess they're still trying to run, but you hear a whisper of them fully believing that because they started with this chant, the crows have betrayed. Now,
What?
you also, it takes you 0 time to locate the source of the voice. You look up into the sky. Why you thought to do so? Who knows? Disembodied voice? Clearly has to be the one place. Up, far off in the distance. It's hard to make out. Actually, no. That passerby, I mean, it makes sense. You would disembodied voice, but the passerby also kind of looked up into the sky and had pointed that direction. But you can see clear as day, there is someone floating above the city.
How far away are they?
Pretty damn far. They are closer to the middle of the city and high above the air. As far as you can tell, this person wants to be seen. This person wants to make an entrance.
Too far away to make out details, correct?
Correct. The best you can see is that it is a figure wearing all black. Cloak is whipping kind of in the wind. and you can just barely make out a glint of gold on a mask on their face.
Can I do something stupid?
You sure can.
Kalani is gonna channel as she's being dragged because Fairy's doing all the work for her. She ain't gotta do shit there. Kalani is going to channel Carrion and then use Carrion to try and fly out to whoever this is in the sky.
Yeah, go for it.
And when Carrion gets there, Carrion is gonna shoot to try and get the mask off the face.
Ah, okay.
May I support this mission? I offer
Yeah.
Goose.
Oh my god.
Goose assist.
I guess, yeah, geese can fly.
Goose assist.
Yeah, so like you can get, like, I would argue advantage if possible. Goose fly up, do distraction,
honk,
carry on.
honk, honk, honk.
Basically. Yeah.
In this man's face as he's trying to make his badass entrance.
Yeah, he's gonna get shit on, like literally.
So, Carrion takes off. You notice that Mother has a little bit of more of a difficulty getting into the air, but does manage to.
You need
It
to stop
seems-
feeding my fucking goose!
It seems Mother has grown just a little bit since the last time you really paid attention to them taking flight. As you all kind of start continuing to move, I imagine if Fairy is gonna keep trying to drag y'all on and on. Did you give Mother any particular instructions? Because it's easier for Kalani to kind of get
Instruct
across
you.
what. Yeah.
I would argue Mort probably was like, what the fuck is that? And the goose went, find out. But I will argue Mother is enough of a shit stir that if the opportunity presents itself to shit in this guy's mouth, they will shit in this
Oh
guy's
my
mouth.
god.
I'm gonna shit in your mouth. Okay.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So as y'all do what you're needing to do, as Carrion gets closer and closer, Kalani, you can start to tell, and really all of you, because you do start to hear laughter in your heads, as the arms extend out from this figure, clearly reveling in the destruction of this city. As Carrion gets closer, you're starting to make out more features. They're wearing leather black boots, leather pants. Everything is well tailored and fits perfectly. They appear to have a fairly standard humanoid form, but you can make out no features that would indicate race or what kind of fighter they are, anything like that. Might as well roll a perception check.
Is your vision with Carry-On black and white?
I don't think so. I believe it's in color. Like,
Do you
I
get-
see... Well, I guess, okay. It's whatever a vulture, a mythical fucking spirit vulture would be able to see. Because I see as they do through their eyes.
I've
we
been
got
working
a
under the assumption that it's
color.
the average, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Quick question. Do we see a skin tone? That could tell us something.
This figure is completely covered.
Gross.
The mask you can make out a little bit better. It is kind of in a skull-like shape. Can't quite make out what kind of skull it is. Humanoid.
Is this a fucking Death Eater, bro?
Probably.
No. Not quite. I'd like
they
to
want to-
avoid any of that.
I mean, they're just this version of the Nazis, right?
Not necessarily.
Hmm?
I think we throw him off his screw.
As Carrion approaches, the figure turns its head and reaches out a hand. I will give you the opportunity, because you can assist Carrion in avoiding things, correct?
Yeah.
I will give you the opportunity to dodge.
Okay.
So, dexterity check.
Let me see what Carrion's dexterity is. Okay. So flat d20. (17 plus 6) 23.
Okay. Carrion is able to realize what's kind of happening. To you and him, or them, it appears that this figure is just going to go for the throat. You have no idea what effect touching would have. Carrion manages to course correct and avoid being caught in their grasp. Mother, however, I assume is going for the mask.
Just to help distract.
Is
I
the
mean,
intention?
Carrion was
Okay.
going for the
Yeah.
mask.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, probably.
Okay. I will also give an opportunity if you want to do a dexterity check for Mother.
Okay. Yep. Just straight up dexterity.
Mhm.
7.
The figure manages to instead grab Mother by the neck.
Oh.
Carrion is close enough that they can see, kind of like the flaking that happens when Thanos snaps.
No.
It's begun at the neck. Mother appears to still be drawing breath when he lets go. Mother falls for a while and manages to spread out wings to return to you. After just a hair's breadth, the figure vanishes in the same flash, the same flourish of cloak, and appears directly in front of you, Fairy, as you are running.
God fucking damn it, guys.
No.
That's the wrong tab.
If you would like him to make a reaction, I will allow it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Is it like an actual reaction, or like, can I cast a spell?
You can cast a spell.
Okay. No, that's too long.
I also need to adjust this because I was assuming something else was happening, apparently.
Snow. Well, fairies just need some decision making. You said Goose returned to moi. Is the flaking still happening?
No. By the time Mother gets back to you, the flaking is not happening. The feathers are gone. There's a nice hand imprint on the neck, as much as there can be. So it's really just a large patch with 5 branching patches. Seeing this carrion has also shifted to come return to you, Kalani.
I'm gonna hug the shit out my goose.
Okay, so I think she's going to immediately, like, scramble, like, to a stop. And out of, like, pure reaction, just cast Shatter, where it won't hit them, but it will hit him. And nope, that was the wrong level. Don't do that. So that's a Constitution saving throw from him. Damn! DC is a 16. So he takes half damage. I'm pretty sure. Half, yeah, okay. That is... 13 halved. So, do we round up or down?
Up.
Up, so 7 points of thunder damage, and I'm going to immediately, I guess, I can roll a perception for this, but I'm going to find the direction with the most obstacles and immediately start heading that way.
Okay, make a quick perception check then, just to see what
That
he
sounds
does.
about right. That's a 9.
Yeah, it's all happening quickly enough. He moves quickly enough because, I mean, frankly, Carrion and Mother are probably still making their way. They're not super far off at this point, but they're still gliding back towards you all. In that time that it's taking you've cast Shatter. He doesn't seem to, because it's thunder damage, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like right at him. He's still walking towards you. The cloak on him just kind of gets kicked back, and just in the split second that you are taking a look around to find something, any direction to go that isn't directly forward, the other two both witness another flash of his cloak, and in your heads you hear, "Now what have you done?" He's disappeared, and now he reappears directly again in front of you, Fairy, with my right hand. And
Can I
when
kick
you-
him in the dick? That
Well,
would be
when
my
you-
next reaction if he's right in front of me.
Real
When-
quick! Real quick!
If-
I got something for you while we're at it. If we're kicking him in the dick while he's down, I'm casting Dispel Magic on that cloak of his.
I just mean, like, he's right in front of me. It's just a, and, like, reactions.
If you do choose to kick him in the dick, you're going to be kicking Sabine, which I don't think you'll have a problem with.
No. And I'm gonna kind of, like, it's one of those, like, straightforward kicks where I'm gonna use it to, like, push off and try and run another direction, sort of thing. She's flexible. She can get her leg up there. Oh my god, that's a nat 20. That's a
All right.
24 to hit.
Nut kick,
And yeah.
nat 20. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dispel Magic on that cloak. Because that connected. Ain't no way. Can I cast Dispel Magic on the cloak?
You can cast Dispel Magic on the cloak.
Whether it works or not is a different story.
You're so convinced by this, you're willing to.
It's
risk
just
a
like
slot.
you hear a very light, like, yelp that seems to, like, have escaped without her meaning to, and she just, foot immediately comes up to make contact and push off the other direction and start running again.
Okay.
That's 2 points of damage, whoever gets it.
Sabine is right at crotch height, so you do manage to foot straighten her.
How the
feet.
fuck did she get out of those bonds? Wait a damn minute.
She's not. She is still fully tied. She still has the.
Dragging the chair.
Yeah, he has her held right in
Oh,
front
I
of him.
see. Okay.
He was coming to make a point, asking you, "What have you done with my right hand?" To kind
And
of,
now she has a
like
footprint
a
on her
dog-
face.
Yeah, like a dog rubbing their
Oh,
face in something.
The cloak is magical, yes?
The cloak is not magical. Congratulations. The
oh
spell magic didn't do jack shit.
You did it! There's no magic on it! Yay!
my god!
You were saying the cloak was doing the thing! I'm mad.
No,
I'm saying that the cloak is the flourish. I have to have something visually striking because
Oh, well
that's
then,
how I
you know what? I got 2. I want to hit him with Dispel Magic. Fuck that. That's fine. I won't waste another space.
I don't know what you would be trying to achieve with that, but okay.
I'm trying to dispel whatever teleporting bullshit he got going.
Can you dispel a whole ass person of... What level are you casting it at?
I cast it at level 3.
Did
Oh
you
my god.
on the cloak or on everything?
I mean, I had said
How many
the
spell
cloak.
slots do we want to try? Let's go.
No, we just said one, and I said you said it failed. I'm moving on.
Okay. I assume we're all attempting to move the same direction that Fairy.
I'm still pulled. Like, there's probably
Yeah.
like
I
bloody
don't
nail
think-
marks in their arms at this point with how tight I have.
My pants are ruined. I've been dragged more than carried. Yeah, I was under the assumption that we were still being dragged along.
Okay.
Yeah, and sudden stop, and now we're going the opposite direction with the force that I kicked Sabine in the face with.
Then, as y'all continue on, you do hear just a sigh. You got a better look at him, though, for the two of you that have been less focused on the survival. I imagine that Kalani, this is more pertinent to what you were looking for, given curiosity with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of just... You get the sense of just... like you're more of an inconvenience than anything else, but also he's taken the time to come and see you all.
Oh, that's fine. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
We'll go back to being an inconvenience. Leave us alone.
Now, and you hear him, he's let you get, and I mean let you, get about 100 feet off.
Eldritch Blast.
My god.
Snow, did you expect any luck?
I guess I shouldn't have expected anything else. 'cause this is-
23.
Oh, you were serious.
Oh,
Okay.
I was serious. 23 to hit.
He vanishes and appears 10 feet in the air above you all. His
So that did
visage is
not
now... It
connect.
didn't make contact, no.
Oh my god.
23 to hit missing is worrisome, friends.
Mhm.
I think he disappeared before you fucking got to it.
That is correct.
Oh,
Sacred flame.
oh my god.
Now,
Can we just
Mortimer,
leave, please?
I'm willing to
I
ignore
just
this,
want to go.
and I'm willing to not let you waste any more of either of our time.
Oh my god.
I'm not wasting time. I'm making time.
Oh my god. Lord. Oh.
You do notice he no longer has Sabine with him. Mortimer, I'd like to put you out of your misery, but at the time, I've got a few bigger fish to fry. So,
I know he's up in the air, but I am doing my best to weave, but like, not straight line anymore, weave between buildings to keep some sort of cover on us. Just
and
as-
that's fine. You can.
I know
still
he's
hear
up in
him
the air,
talking.
but I'm doing my best.
Yeah, he just seems to be, the further along you get, he seems to be just coming out and back in from reality, appearing on rooftop to rooftop with you.
Fucking Final Fantasy level shit. You've been playing too much 14, man.
This isn't, funnily enough, this isn't inspired by Final Fantasy 15. This is inspired by fucking Higgs from Death Stranding.
Oh my god.
Is this the thing you were asking me about a few weeks ago?
Yep.
Okay. Ugh.
So as I would say, as y'all are going, go ahead and make like,
No, no.
let's see, just to see how well you're doing trying to get out of here, what direction you kind of end up taking. Because I'm imagining what part of the
I'm
city.
still
Y'all
heading
are so
towards, like,
close.
I'm still
Yeah, you're
heading
heading
towards the
south.
woods as fast
Yeah.
as possible, but like weaving a little bit more, like less of a straight line, so that I can have some sort of like cover.
Yeah.
Like, you can't predict me, bitch, sort of thing. I've done this enough. I know how to bob and weave.
Bob and weave, boys. Bob and weave. Let's see here. Actually, I guess that could kind of work. Do we want to... I'll have y'all make either an athletics check or acrobatics to... Not so much the navigation, but to see how quickly you're kind of weaving
Okay.
through here.
Oh, god damn it. Okay,
12.
that's 12.
12. Both of you 12.
16.
Okay. Funnily enough, Mort is starting to kind of move those little legs fast enough to outpace y'all every once in a while. It's kind of
That's
like
fine.
you'll turn around a corner and realize that Mort's already made a decision to kind of go another direction, and it seems like it is a pretty reasonable direction to go.
As long as we're not
starting-
getting closer to the guy and the worms,
No.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're all doing a pretty good job of avoiding any major issues along the way here. As you're doing this, this person is just hounding you, continues to appear as you go along. Every once in a while, you hear quite the
I
That's
little
fine.
crows.
He can have his fun. We're going. I'm stressed. It's fine.
You're stressed?
I, the player, am stressed.
He hurt my goddamn coot!
Yeah, which is why I have a death grip on you so you don't try to fight him.
I hit him! Let me at him!
No!
You know, Sabine was right. We do know where your brother is. Very.
No, I'm
Mort-
tuning him out. I'm not listening.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt! I got a lot of cantrips to cast.
Hey, I
Keep
have a
going, my
question.
lord.
I have a question
What's up?
here. What level spell slots are the milk teeth?
Those are generally cantrips. Now you can burn a couple of them if there's since this would be our first time and I've held to my statement, this is a however run whatever creative idea you have and then we'll roll to see how well it goes, basically. Because milk teeth are generally cantrips and like really low level spells. It's kind of whatever we want to do with it.
Okay, because it wouldn't work then, I don't think.
What is it?
What I was kind of thinking in the argument that I would make here is they're supposed to be milk teeth from whatever we come from. So for me, it would be vulture, which means it's hunting. I was going to see if there was any feasibility to, as they dart around something and briefly lose line of sight, with this man, if Kalani couldn't burn a few teeth to cast invisibility on the three of them so that they could get out of there. So it would be kind of like you're staring at somebody, a train passes between you, and then when it's gone, they're gone type of situation with this guy, so that they could get the fuck out of there, because she wants to know who he is, but based on how this interaction is going, she is very rapidly coming to realize that, like, this is not anything that they are capable of dealing with. So she wants to get them the fuck out ASAP.
I think if you want to burn 2 teeth, that's mostly just for penalty to, like, I see exactly where you're coming from. That would be a fairly powerful thing to do.
I also, if it helps for Kai for your plan, I have invisibility as a spell. So if you like say something, I can do that on myself so you don't have to burn too many.
I mean, it could be as simple as, like, as they round a corner, Because I don't know that, like, Kalani is, I don't know that Kalani has a presence of mind to vocalize anything, because she's still seeing through Carrion's eyes, who's trying to catch up to them. What I could see her doing, because she definitely wouldn't be able to multicast it, so it would be an individual cast each time. Maybe she reaches out and grabs Mort first, and then all of a sudden Mort blinks out of eyesight, and then, like, I don't know if Fairy would catch on to what's happening, seeing Fairy, like, clutch him like that.
I also can buy us a little bit of time. If you want, I can cast, because I've been thinking about it, I can cast blindness on this guy. It gives us a minute.
If it works.
Yeah, if it succeeds.
Because I don't have anything else to, like... Because, like, my immediate reaction was to cast Tiny Hut, but that takes a minute, and, like, the guy can't get through it to us, but...
So yeah, like, I don't know if Fairy would catch on seeing Kalani turn more invisible as to what she is attacking. Like, because she would literally, so she, like, her milk teeth, her tithe is on, like, a necklace. Like, that is how she wears them. So you would literally see one hand move. Like, she would basically almost be ripping, because Fairy's been holding her, so that would also draw attention. She would rip herself out of Fairy's grasp as they round a corner, grab onto the fucking, like, tithe around her neck, and then grab Mort, and Mort would just gone. Like, you would still feel him, you're still holding him, but you physically can no longer see him. And I don't know if that would be enough for Fairy to understand what she's doing.
Because that would make her falter if you let go, because she would immediately try and turn around and grab you again to go. But again, it's like, if you are you still moving with them? Because, like,
Yes.
that's her biggest thing, especially with Mort. It's like, that guy just hurt mother, and so she's worried that he's gonna turn around and go after the guy.
Yes,
And that's what she was worried about with, like, Kalani at first, being like, they're not gonna follow, we gotta go, sort of thing.
No, Kalani would be keeping pace. Kalani would still, because, like, she would have to also grab onto Mort. So Kalani would be keeping pace as she needs her hand. Like, she would need both hands, so one can't be held by Fairy. She would be reaching to grab her necklace, and then the other, as they're still actively moving, the other would grab Mort and turn him invisible. And I'm willing to burn the teeth on all three of them, but that's, like, she can do it in quick succession, because, like, this is a split second, this is a decision she's making, and she's fucking going. Like, she's operating on hunting instincts, basically.
No, 100%. And I think Fairy would catch on to that with, like, pause when she lost Kalani, and then watch Kalani grab, and then if it works, turn Mort invisible, and she would cast it on herself immediately, because she has used it like that before to get away from things. So as long as Kalani is also invisible.
Yes, because, like, that was, Kalani was going to do herself last.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Nope.
DM.
I think that would work.
How many teeth do I need to scratch off here?
If you're going for all three, I would say do 3. And in order to be given the communication that just happened, I think it's reasonable to say that Kalani, in this moment of, like, this is my idea, I'm going with it, and not necessarily having used the teeth before, knowing that it's kind of, you would all know that it's kind of like 1 for 1. It's alchemy. It's give and take. You would have the thought, I need to burn all 3 of these to see if this will get all, to get all 3 of us under this attempt. Assuming that you also all have an instinct, while you may not have used teeth before, just the instinct of how you interact with these teeth. Because it is innate, it is inborn to your being. I think that if you were to burn all 3 of those with the intent of making you invisible, I would go ahead and have you roll a d20 to see how long that invisibility will work. Whatever number you roll, we will multiply by 2 for minutes. Does that sound fair?
Yes, so that is a 5.
All right, so you'll have 10 minutes of invisibility. So,
So I think it would be like Kehlani let go, grabbed her necklace, Fairy paused, turned, watched her grab Mort, and then just kept going, so that both of them, like, still dragging both of them, now just in a line.
Yeah, because like it would be Mort blinks out if Fairy catches on Fairy, and then very quickly after Kalani as they're rounding a corner and line of sight is cut off, so that by the time they would break back out into the open and they would be able to see each other again, like they would be able to see him and he'd be able to see them, they're gone. They can they're invisible.
Yeah, I can burn the spell if I need to. I just know Snow was talking as if like we're burning all 3 teeth for all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Because I think Fairy has enough of a survival mind that, like, when she sees what Kehlani's doing, she catches on quickly and casts it on herself so that Kehlani doesn't have to focus on more than 2 people. But again, I will leave that up to you on if that is possible.
So wait, say the sorry.
So, like,
I'm also
no, you're fine.
having to adjust. some things.
Kehlani pulls herself from Fairy's grasp. Fairy pauses, turns, watches Kehlani grab onto Mort and turn him invisible. She has enough of a mind for survival, given her backstory, that she would immediately turn herself invisible so Kehlani can focus on only her and Mort. But I will give that to you on if, like, because you said she has to burn all 3 teeth. Like, I didn't know if you were thinking.
If that's the case, because if Kalani, if you're thinking it's going to be most reasonable to cast 1 by 1 in quick succession, then I think it makes perfect sense that to speed up the process, Fairy would absolutely have the wherewithal and time to do that.
I mean,
So
yeah,
that way
because she
now-
would be like, it would be 1 by 1. She is casting it at second base invisibility, so she can't target more than 1 person at a time. Like, she is just 1 person, 1 person, 1 person is what she was shooting for.
Okay, then yeah, that logistically would work out, so you're only having to burn 2 teeth.
Yeah, so she'll, like, give you a nod and disappear and just start dragging again.
Alright, then
Or
they're
don't
hoping
cast anything.
I mean, Mort is being quiet because we're invisible now, but I am mad about my goose, and I want to fire
Valid.
another Eldritch
This is so
Blast.
valid.
He is, what's the word?
Enraged.
Crashing out.
No,
Crashing
valid.
out.
Again, valid.
Crashing out about a
Fairy's
goose.
crashing out on the other end of the spectrum with, I gotta go. We have to leave.
Like, I think while all of this is also going on, Kalani does not have the same... Like, Kalani is attached to Carrion, but doesn't have the same protectiveness because she can just resummon him. So, like, she would still be trying to Carrion all up in this man's fucking face. Like, still trying to get the mask off, still trying to get attention. Like, this is... And that's why I was like, there's nothing verbal happening here. Her mind is, like, in 2 different places at once. So, like, she would still be trying to get Carrion to, like... How successful it is, questionable. But, like, distraction, being a nuisance, being a problem. Because if something does happen, after, like, when they get to safety, she can just basically recall him. It's part of her class.
Say that's also a good point. Because all the while, as he's been moving along, at this point, more than likely, both Mother and Carrion have likely caught up to y'all. If Carrion's primary directive was still to continue trying to get this mask off, he's also, this masked person is also kind of trying to avoid any of whatever is going on there. He's doing it fine, but it's something he needs to think about. So, and Mother
Is staying far out of reach, but is shitting down on this man.
fair.
Remember how you said Mother was a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
Mother shits are bigger too. Please let me roll
Also
for.
fair.
Oh
One of
my
them fell
god,
into the
no!
man's mouth.
Go ahead and roll for how accurate.
I roll for goose shit.
Yeah, make an attack roll of goose shit.
What is that?
Just a d20 in this case, I think. Would probably be good.
Right. How do I just roll a flat 20 here?
It should be over on the far left in the bottom corner. You just have your dice down there.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm not used to the digital dice. I usually do the
You're
other
good.
one.
19!
Hell yeah!
While he's provoking us, just
This is honestly tough because, like, I wouldn't say that this necessarily goes against your regular AC. I think this is more of a success or fail kind of situation. If y'all will permit that, because I
Yeah,
think it's
no.
Yeah.
funny as hell to think
You're
that
you do
it
you
was
do
like,
you.
"Fuck you."
This is your campaign. Do whatever you want.
So as you all become invisible, as you would hear him kind of warp into, like, the flutter of his cloak coming into existence very close to where you just went invisible, because he was behind just ever so slightly trying to track you. As he reappears, Mother zones in and manages to, like, I'm imagining, like, you know how they do right before they're coming in for a landing on the lake, and they, like, kind of, the butt kind of goes forward, just perfect synchronicity, just throwing the butt forward so that the little bit of, not even little bit, just a nice amount of, I can't find the right word that's polite, just the right amount of nonsense goes and lands right on his shoulder.
Oh, come on, mouth.
He's wearing a mask. Like,
I mean, if it covers the mask, it impedes his vision. I will take shoulder. I was aiming for mouth.
unfortunately, well, yes, because you rolled well, we'll say that it did manage to. Mother would have had to swing around just ever so slightly, but it gets all over his mask. He does take. You hear a. And takes a moment to cast Prestidigitation to remove this inconvenience. Lots of inconvenience today. But he does, as you all turn invisible and continue. How quietly are you trying to continue moving?
I mean,
Get out of there as fast as possible is more the thing. Unless, like, Kehlani had something else.
I almost took pass without a trace, but no. Kalani, like, again, Ranger. Kalani would be, like, moving stealth, like, watching her footsteps. Because, like, this is moving through brush and taking care of animals, trying not to spook them. All of that's, like, second nature to her. So she would be light-footed. I can't speak for the other two, but she would be light-footed as she's, like, darting and moving and going about trying to get out of, like, you might hear the ever soft, because she's got fucking hooves, and are they still on cobble, or have they made it off of it?
Still, actually, at this point, you're probably on more dirt path than
Okay.
cobble.
Then yeah,
There's
if
the
she's on
errant
dirt
cobble
path,
road.
like, she is moving as quietly as possible. Like, she's shifting, moving, trying to be mindful of where she's stepping, while also, like, probably not perfect, because, again, mine's two different places, but, like, her second nature would kick in. She's not actively, like, trying to be stealthy, but she is just proceeding, if that makes sense.
I think same, like, using light steps, but more focused on getting as far away as
Yeah.
possible, as fast as possible, rather than, like, rolling stealth.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna roll stealth here.
Go for it.
You are
Just
being
to
pulled
see.
along as well.
18.
I'd say roll with advantage, but that'll do it. Mostly just seeing how easily he's able to tell without magic what's happening here. You hear verbally rather than in your heads this time. Interesting. Very clever, Seda. Very clever. I would have thought someone sheltered by her parents and her farm master would have been much more dull. It is interesting that you were shoved away and put somewhere the world couldn't see you. Do you love them for what they did to you? Did they love you? What will you do when you discover how deep your parents' betrayals go, I wonder? Speaking of betrayals, Mia left you to fend for yourself, Mort. Do you think you can forgive him for the poison he slipped into your tea? You hear him. You're probably far enough away now that you don't hear him vanish, but he does appear again near the path that you are taking. He's still several feet away. Now, I wasn't gonna let any crows away today. The High Crow, he already got away. So where's my fun? You hear him vanish one more time. Alright. He can't
Can
quite
I-
tell-
sorry.
Yeah. No, go for it. Go for it.
I'm gonna cast Shatter again. But oh no, never mind, I'm not, because that'll break my invisibility. Never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Mm.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
May I ask if I can roll insight on
Yeah.
what thing you said?
What specifically?
Poison and tea, 15. I got a 15.
What specifically about it is striking you?
Did Mir poison my fucking tea?
Trying to think how this would kind of work. If it's something giving you pause with a 15,
I guess the way Mort is looking at it, if it helps, is like this person is saying it with such confidence. I like my insight check is like, is there any reality in which that really did happen?
Okay. It is pretty damn convincing.
Okay.
This has placed a seed of, as Mort is one to be, this is placing a seed of almost curiosity as to, I imagine, what to what end Mir would have been poisoning. As far as you can tell, it's not even just that this person believes that he is telling the truth. He is telling the truth. Whether or not you believe he would have that information, and if that makes any sense for him to have that information, you're not entirely sure why that would make any sense.
Well, a lot of medicines are poison, so.
True. So, we're still running. You're now making it kind of towards... You've met an open clearing. You are out of the... Actually, excuse me, you were just before the open gates. Still inside the city, but just about 30 feet away from the gate. You hear in your head once again the individual speaking. Whether or not you all notice that he has returned to the center of the city, high up in the air. And you all hear him say, "Well, this has, I suppose, been some fun. I need you all to tell everyone what's happened here. The crows are taking what's ours now. Come, Wrath, devastate. As you all pass through the gate, under your feet, a pool of inky black ichor begins to form. It is for our purposes, kind of say it'd be like a 15 by 15 foot square. It is a very large pool. You aren't sinking into it, but it is making it difficult for you to walk as you pass through. But you manage to get just to the edge of it as a pair of bristled-tipped tentacles begin to emerge. They're writhing, searching for purchase. And after long, a massive panther-like head begins to rise.
You are not. Oh my god.
Hello, may I cast Dispel Magic?
Still running!
You can cast. It's not gonna do anything.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
For anyone who cares to see it, and for the cinematic experience, a large, six-legged cat-like body follows, dripping at what looks and behaves like melting tar.
Back to a straight line. Is this in front of us, or
It is now. It is behind you. You made it through the
Okay.
tar.
made it through? Is it facing us?
It is not facing you.
Okay, so I straight line towards the trees. Like,
Also, again, cinematically, it is up to you if any of you choose to look back. Further down at another one of the large gates that is typical for travelers to pass through is another large, tar-covered displacer beast. It is safe to assume that he has summoned one of these at each of the major gates leading into the city. None of you have anything that makes you untraceable, correct?
No.
no.
Mm-mm.
I do, it just takes a minute to cast.
As you continue on further into, or further across the kind of flatter field-like area, you're going to hit the trees soon here. As you pass through those trees, you hear just a synchronous, just bellow of a roar coming from each of those displacer beasts. You pay it no mind. You continue on. That ringing in your head suddenly stops. The connection has been completely disconnected. Ahead in the trees, you can make out another figure. This one familiar. It is Quellic, hunched over, hands on his knees, breathing heavily. It appears that he is drenched in water. And as you... Actually, it's up to y'all. Are you going to continue moving forward toward him? Or would you like to avoid him? Because I'm sure we have feelings.
That's gonna be up to the other two, because Fairy's in fight or flight mode right now, and she will run as fast as she can, as far as she can. For as long as you will let her.
I'm gonna try to wrestle myself out of the grip.
That's
to,
up to
like-
Fairy if she's willing to just let go, I imagine.
If they're trying to get out after seeing Quellic up there, then she will stop to stay with them because she does not want to get separated.
So then, if we're still kind of approaching...
But as soon as we do stop, Fairy is going to basically, like, come to a stop beside them and immediately start casting Tiny Hut, which takes a minute.
Well, look,
Oh, thank the gods.
what the fuck is happening?
They triggered a void out. We need to be far away.
Yeah, about that. What the fuck?
It's not safe to explain here. Take my hands. We'll get as far away as we can, and I can explain what I can. But if we're not far enough away, we will get caught in the
Insight.
blast.
I was gonna say, given everything they just
Yeah.
went through, inside check that
Absolutely
shit.
insight.
I got
got
11.
It's a 12. I'm so in fight or flight mode right now.
13.
DC was non-existent. Essentially, he's telling the truth. Like, y'all may have your reservations, especially given what all you've been through, and given how unreliable the seeming authority figures have been. But given the circumstances, you can tell that he is offering a way to get further away from here faster.
Mort is going to grab onto Fairy again, and then make sure Kalani is grabbing onto Fairy, and then grab Quellic's hand. You dragged me around, I'm taking you wherever we're going.
I can't see you all. Are we all
I think
here?
it's faded at this point, right?
Yeah, would
Has
that
it?
have been 10 minutes?
It's probably right at the edge of this.
If
time
theirs
period.
fades, mine lasts an hour. I'm turning mine off if theirs fade.
Then yeah, I'd say
That's all of us. Made it out.
all 5.
3.
Where are
got
the other
2.
2?
Masked Man got Redrix and Siegfried.
They disappeared in a cloud of black smoke. Can we leave?
Wait, hold on. Goose!
Oh, good point.
Mother!
Mother comes and hugs your leg with the, I don't know what to call it, the elbow points of the wings.
Yeah.
And Harry, and inherently kind of knowing where you are, Kalani lands on your shoulder. At which point, it looks very strange if we're just hitting the end of the invisibility, because it just looks like he's floating in midair to Quellic. Right, it's all of us.
Yep.
He strains for just a moment, and as you begin to feel the arcana circle around you all, holding you all in tighter to one another before a massive explosion off in the distance, and you are swept away on the currents of the arcane ley lines. And I have to find the right map because I did
This
have
is either our break or we're ending, so I don't know where we're going.
Fear.
and that is where we'll take our break.
Ah!
'Cause I think
Ah!
Okay.
if y'all are willing to come back to a little bit more,
Yeah.
great. I do have to pee and
Okay.
finish my sandwich.
We'll be back, nerds.
See you
See
soon.
you soon.
Hi, we're back. We all had a good cry. Everything's fine.
No.
I do know what I'm doing immediately as soon as we land, though.
We're
Gonna be a
gonna
good
get
time.
yelled at.
So there is some disorientation when you first meet your feet touch the ground. The first thing that comes to you is that you realize you're standing on a dirt pathway surrounded by nature, grass, trees. There are a few houses that are around you. This appears to be somewhere that is quite well established, but very small. There aren't. It strikes you because you've all done enough traveling or know enough about the world that most places, if you were in a town or a village, there would be some form of organization that is typical of those spaces. This appears to be laid out more for people who are on the go, who are traveling. This is a way station of sorts. You catch a glimpse of kind of iconography that is actually, those of you who would be paying attention, if you want to make a religion check for me, if anyone cares to.
Yeah, that's about right. That's a 6.
$16.
This is the iconography is representative of the saints, the first crows, the first 1,000 witches that existed across the multiple castes. Primarily, it is the kind of purple and blacks that is typical of the crows, but there is some tribute in some of the coloration to those that were prominent in, for you especially, more, you would have had plenty of time to read. You would know that there were some witches who were early on allies to the crows as the first beginnings of things, as things were, people were so convinced that the crows were the ones carrying the plague. It was those that were more open-minded and trying to make the world gentler and safer for everyone rather than their own castes. This is a very old little settlement here that has exactly what it needs and nothing more. You see on the path there, you are standing almost directly in front of what appears to be a mausoleum that has a door. You're not sure where that leads. It is a very, very small building, but it is safe to assume that it does go underground. But all symbology, all signs point to this being something that you all would have heard about, which is one of the crow temples, where on their pilgrimages or in prior situations for the crows, these were safe havens for crows who were so nomadic they could come and trade with one another and bring news to one another, somewhere that they could actually live and not be ostracized. These days, much more of a a way station, somewhere that people that are weary from their travels can stop, stay for a while, and continue on their way. You're not certain what part of the world you are in. It is, well, this is clearly, we've been in the rainy season. This is somewhere that is, the temperature is a bit cooler than where you just were. And for actually no one is here that would know this region. So you all notice that the breeze is a bit cooler than where you just were. It is very quiet. There is no sign of the destruction, just the din of what you were just experiencing is not making it here. Otherwise, very peaceful. Quellic stands, all of your invisibility having fully worn off at this point. The three of you plus your familiars are standing. Quellic, hands still holding on to the two of you, but he is now bent over and kind of sinking to one knee, quite out of breath and exhausted. And he lets go.
So I'm immediately slap him across the face.
Oof. Make an attack roll. This man is
Okay.
not doing well.
That's fine. Like, I'm not trying to hurt him much. Okay, that's 11.
I'd say, yeah, he doesn't have any of his armor or anything like that. He's not gonna be able to avoid that. I guess I should have just had you make a little D4 roll or D6 roll instead.
I mean, it's 2 points. Like,
D4.
that's...
Yeah, 2 points. Okay.
I don't roll anything for that. I'm not strong.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, he's looking real rough, and he just kind of takes it and tries to get right straight up again. I'd
And
say
she's
that's
just glaring at
fair.
him. Some fucking protection you turned out to be.
Did I say I was going to be your protection?
Why I came to the Crows. Came to the pilgrimage to be with people who could keep me safe. But your right-hand bitch turned into one of theirs. So I hope you're happy with yourself.
Not particularly.
Yeah, we got more questions, so we should, maybe not do this right in public.
Right. Let's just...
Oh, Katie Bell!
Oh, she okay?
She was right behind me and I rolled onto her foot on accident.
Oh.
Get out of the way.
Oh, puppy!
Honey, baby.
Finn does that a lot, too. We're somewhere safe. There's only crows here.
Yeah,
It won't matter
apparently
much.
the crows are pretty involved with whatever the fuck is happening. That
It
guy
gives
had
you-
an...
Such a death glare.
That guy had more information on us than I feel comfortable with anyone knowing. So you're gonna answer some questions, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
That man is a pretender.
Yeah?
He's not a crow.
Oh, so he swallowed one of those nice little potions made of crows?
No,
Then what exactly?
I don't know.
Hmm.
But he's not one of us.
Sabine was working for him. She was supposed to be one of us.
Sabine was a special case. Come. And he turns and goes directly into the mausoleum.
Are we supposed to go in there? Do we press the thing?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Oh, there we go. Trying to figure out how the map works. It's fine. I'm staying near the entrance, but I will follow the others in if they go in.
Quellic's just a cat now.
Arcana for this general area inside. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Investigation. What's better?
Which is better for you?
Arcana.
I'd say Arcana works here.
It doesn't matter because I got a
Oh
nat
no!
one. Never mind. He's too distracted by his goose. He's gonna
I
go back
would-
to just petting the goose.
I would roll investigation just because I'm on high alert.
Yeah, go for it.
That is be a 12.
12. Okay. This
Just
is
more like
it's-
clocking other exits and
Oh yeah.
beings and things that could be of harm to me.
This is a pretty. It's not exact to what I have here, but it is, as far as the exit goes, the entrance that you just came through appears to be the only clearly like to the outdoors exit. There are two other doors, one at the top here that you're not sure where it goes, but it doesn't appear. Nothing here seems ominous to you outside of what might already seem. I don't know how best to describe. Like you're already high on high alert, so it's all kind of Greek to you, but none of this is giving off anything that's inherently dangerous or like not meant to be seen. This is clearly a space that's been set up to shelter. And in fact, who has Tiny Hut? You have Tiny Hut.
I have tiny hut.
Go ahead just for fun, roll Arcana as well. Because this
Okay.
is what Mort would have felt if you are successful.
14.
Okay. When you, I imagine you've cast Tiny Hut before, or no, this is new to
I've
you.
not. It's new.
This is new. So that feeling of like when you've even in the past few minutes of even thinking about casting Tiny Hut, the feeling of the magic that kind of sparks when you're beginning to get ready for casting a spell, the intention of what it is meant to be when it has been fully realized. It is that sense. Like there is a sense of this entire building is set up to be magically protective of those who enter. It's not the same spell, but it clearly has similar wards and similar attributes that kind of are meant to keep those who have permission to enter safe. So you've clocked that really the one exit that you are certain is an exit is where you just came in. The other two doors that you see, you're not certain where they go, but again, they do not appear ominous. They seem like places that you could go to be safe or at least alone. Everything else is set up in here. There is a circle in the middle there, the one that's flashing. It's not active right now, but it is something that there's kind of like a summoning circle that appears to be there. You're not entirely although with with that check, given how much you have traveled, you can
Whoa.
tell that it. Oh,
Sorry, the message I sent like an hour ago just suddenly appeared above my head 100 times.
oh,
Sorry.
yeah, it'd be like that. But it's a clearly a teleportation type circle. Whether or not Quellic was meaning to aim for that, or if this is one that is tied directly to a different circle, unsure. But yeah, there's plenty of books on the wall. There's iconography again of the crows who have come in the past. There is a room off to the side that does kind of look like a little study where people likely have journaled and done all sorts of things. So it's the other rooms, while a mystery to you, you assume that there is much of the same. But yeah, this is very much set up as a place, clearly given the history of the crows, to provide respite. There is a clear reason why Quellic would want to come down here rather than just going into one of the other buildings that seem to be around that may have had maybe more comfortable lodging, but this is somewhere that you can speak openly and freely, and no one's going to hear outside.
Yeah, I'm still just standing like just inside the doorway, like off to the side so that no one can get me from behind, sort of thing.
Wellick?
Mm.
Time for those questions I mentioned.
You're free to ask. I'm exhausted.
Did you know that Mir poisoned my tea?
Why are we believing whatever that asshole said?
Because it was the truth.
I don't know
He's
about
just
anyone.
trying to get into our heads. Why are we believing what he said? He destroyed the entire fucking town. Why are we giving him any heed?
He didn't destroy the town.
He displaced it.
Not quite.
Then what?
Is it standing?
It's standing. He's destroyed the gates.
Why did the gates matter?
That's where people go to get in and out of a city.
Right, so now
No.
they're all trapped there so they can die. Again, why are we paying attention to anything this man said?
Because we have more questions than answers.
That's life.
Maybe because if there's any truth to it, the only person I've ever trusted betrayed me. Think about that?
There's not truth to it.
Except there was.
Fine, believe whatever the fuck.
Mir did leave me.
That doesn't mean he poisoned you.
Why the tea? Could have just said poisoned me.
Because he's trying to fuck with us.
Correct.
Cool.
He was trying to mess with our minds to get us to stop so they could kill us or whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
So you have no reason to believe that they know anything about your brother?
My brother is dead. They know nothing. They're using him to get to my mind.
And you've never suspected that your parents were up to no good?
My
But-
parents are dead.
I'm not talking to you.
Me? You met my father. He is the most overprotective bastard ever.
That doesn't mean...
No, his implication was that they don't love me and that they're up to something behind my back. I know they love me. That ain't a concern. So why would I believe anything else he says?
You can be betrayed by people you love.
That's not the point I'm making. The point is, he tried to argue they don't love me. They don't care about me and they're ashamed of me. And I know that's not true. So why would I believe anything else he says? And just because he thinks that's true doesn't make it true either.
I don't know about your parents' shit, but it wasn't just that he believed it was true. For me. he knew it was. So, excuse me if I have a...
And how
Difficult.
do you know he knew it was true?
Sometimes you just know shit. I don't know what you want. Whatever. I guess you have your own questions?
I'm just tired of all the... Kalani is, like, clearly struggling for a word before she just kind of gets frustrated and stomps her hoof. Just stop with all the... And it's... Her ears start flicking slightly in frustration. Y'all deal in non-absolutes, and there is so much not said. Just say it, because you, and she points at Quellic, he didn't destroy the city, and she's trying to, like, mock him and shit. He destroyed the gates. Do you know what he's trying to do? Because if so, spit it out. Stop saying a sentence here and then stopping for some dramatic pause. Tell us what we're fucking dealing with. Forgive me for being a simple farm girl, but don't words work just fine? Can't you just say what you mean?
Well, like, sighs. You're right. I was never meant to have this job.
You've said that before.
I was supposed to be taking on a trek to serve the royal family, to protect Naja as heir apparent, and to fulfill years of work to restore the ley lines. And now I can't even do that.
Yes, we've all had terrible things happen that have changed the way that our lives have gone. Would you like us to pity you? Is that what you want?
Yeah, you
No.
got the job. You gotta do it now.
I understand.
I didn't want to
that.
be this, but here I am.
Yeah, no real sympathy here.
I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm looking for answers just the same as you.
How do you know he wasn't a crow?
He didn't use teeth.
You don't know what he was doing beneath that cloak? How do you know he wasn't a crow?
As High Crow, I can sense when someone's using.
I haven't
Parts
used...
of what makes us the High Crow. There's very few people who are in the running. It's meant to keep the rest of us in line. At the very least, not to make trouble like this. He's not a crow. That I know for certain. That, or he's a crow who's achieved unimaginable power. I don't even know how he's managed it. What I do know is that so you're looking for answers. You want to understand at least what's been transpired in the last 24 hours. Well, let's put it together. When we arrived, I went with the mayor. You all got out, and I assume enjoyed some of the festivities. I was placed under arrest and put in the dungeon. The mayor seems to have been in on the situation as well.
Sabine
Which-
said she wanted to bring us back to the continent or some shit? That mean anything to you?
Yes. So, are we looking for a history lesson?
You can make it quick.
I'll do my best. Thousands of years ago, when Caeteus left the continent, Caeteus, one of the 7 deities of our continent, he left a swath of destruction behind him. That's what we know as the Caetean Wastes. When he did that, he also severed the connection of the continent to all other magical ley lines. That's why we have that barrier around us. It's entirely cut us off from the rest of the world. And while we are a sustainable continent, magic is what used to make this land thrive. It seems, well, you've seen it. Most people, lay people, they get frustrated with the crows for being able to do magic as they please. There are only so many people. You all have some amount of magic at your disposal, right? Not inherently tied at all to your use of teeth. Most people are unable to do anything more than what their caste allows them to do. We defy the laws of what is natural here anymore. Does that make sense? The DM is also asking if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay. The goshawks have found they've taken up arms because of that frustration, out of ignorance, out of stupidity. They hate the crows because of what we are capable of doing with enough training and enough knowledge. That's why we were kept from maintaining a presence anywhere. Now, obviously times have changed from the days that the plague ravaged. I can't quite tell, based on what he was saying, if his intentions are true. I can't tell if he wants to restore the ley lines or if he wants to replace them with something else. What I do know is that if he is trying to demonize the crows, there is something to be gained by us no longer existing. If he is lighting enough of a fire with this attack that people take up arms, not just the goshawks. If it's dangerous for us to exist, if people believe that, what does he benefit? Because I don't know.
What is it, 1,000 witches?
1,000. And we're dwindling. 500 spots have always been held by crows.
No, I get
500 crow
that.
witches.
No shit. They've been dwindling for a while.
Just the crows.
The wastes are full. She is rising. I think we gotta go to the wastes.
Silly question. Are the wastes actually a place?
Yes. These other two will have seen a map before, but the best I can describe is, did your mentor ever tell you about the mountain range to the west?
Did he?
Probably. I imagine that your mentor was a pretty good storyteller. There's no other real way to pass time on a farm some days.
I mean, yeah.
Beyond those mountains, it is a barren wasteland. Most people don't ever have a reason to go there. So I would imagine that some think of it as more of a storybook tale. But it is completely stripped of magic and nature and everything. There's a few burnt husks of trees, and there's dirt, there's land, but it is a poisonous, disgusting landscape. Uninhabitable.
And what could it possibly be full of?
There's been whispers of skin ghasts and the undead, various creatures that only have evolved to survive in that environment. One of the things I had hoped to do on our pilgrimage was to stop at the forts and see what was there to report.
What, to your knowledge, could keep a witch from rejoining us, being reborn?
I have a few theories, but there's...
Spit 'em out. This isn't time to be holding back.
One is just as insane as the next. And I can't imagine why someone would do it, but if the souls are not returning, then it means that they're stuck somewhere.
How many witches are we down?
Last report, only 23. All crows.
Could they be stuck in the wastes?
I suppose it's possible, but it would have to be something tangible keeping them there. It'd be like...
Hey, Fairy, you got that crystal?
I do.
You want to show it to our friend here?
She's gonna roll her eyes and stick her hand in her bag and pull out the. Was it purple? In my head it was purple.
I don't know if we had designated a
I don't either. I just
color, but it would make
I
sense for it to
imagined
be
the
purple.
purple
Yes.
one. Okay, cool. Sabine summoned a revenant from this crystal, and then summoned it back when I threatened her life. It is currently in here.
Interesting.
So if you can stash a revenant in a crystal, you can stash some sort of soul in a crystal, right?
That would follow, yes. You see a little bit of a spark return to his eyes. He's still drenched in water.
Can I
just,
do- Can I do a really quick, maybe like nature or survival check on the crystal to see if like I know where it could have come from? Because I suspect maybe it's from the wastes. This is player, not Mort.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, you could maybe like some mineralogy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they-
go.
Nature.
What?
Probably
Trying to
nature or
think of-
history.
Oh, our history works.
History would be interesting, given that your learning is more through having read.
Mhm.
So I think an argument for history, yeah, that could probably work.
And I have proficiency that gives me nothing. I don't remember.
It's already on your thing. It's already added to your thing on your
14.
D&D Beyond.
Is the crystal in your hands?
It's in my hand.
It's in your hand. Okay.
It's held by 2 fingers. I'm not putting my full fist around this. No, thank you.
I'm gonna roll for fun real quick.
Okay.
That's always good, huh?
Genuine fun. This is a choice for Mother. If you'll allow. Mother
eats the crystal. Don't.
No. Mother kind of looks at it and like while it's in your hands, Fairy just kind of like opens mouth and like flicks tongue. But Mort, you just looking at it with a 14. I definitely haven't had geology lessons in a while. It makes it more difficult because this like purple hue coming from it isn't exactly.
Wait. I just remember I have identified.
There it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and nudge Fairy. Can I borrow that real quick?
Sure. I also have identify, by the way.
I'm gonna use it. I got touch.
Same.
That takes 10
So I-
minutes, right?
No.
Nope.
It doesn't?
Mine is
I
in-
thought it did.
It
Mine
does
says
for
1.
Wizards. It does for wizards. Mine is duration and instantaneous. So I cast identify on it.
You might also be thinking can't you sometimes ritual cast?
Yeah, it's ritual casting that takes 10 minutes plus
Yeah.
whatever the time is.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're not burning a spell slot.
Yeah, because mine is just 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't got no ritual cast.
Yeah, that'll do. Because just looking at it for both you and Quellic, you're thrown off by that hue. You're thrown off by the slight glow. It obscures it enough that it's not really immediately clear. This is a crystal that really could have come from anywhere. That is a common mining area. With identify, we might flex the rules just a little bit. Plus, with your history check, though, it is a lot more clear to you that it's likely this came from the Underdark in general. With decent rolls and having cast that, I guess we could probably wiggle room, say that it likely came more from the region, specifically the Underdark. How best to do this? Because it's not. I can tell you more what it's not. It's not from the Underdark beneath the wastes. It is more of a crystal that has been mined from immediately under the mountain range.
Oh, before the waste.
Correct. Now, with your history knowledge, it sort of starts to come to you that if that's the case, it comes from an area where, sorry for all the information, but
How dare you? We're so
2000
upset.
about 2,000 years ago is when the drow first appeared on the continent. And they came from the caverns beneath that mountain. Legend kind of tells, and whether or not how accurate it is, people mostly take it as truth. Legend has it that when the drow appeared is when the crows first started to appear. So this is coming from the area that, to most learned people, it could be argued this is where the crows originated.
I think we need to go to the Underdark.
Yes, let's go to the place where the people live who are trying to kill us.
Do you want answers?
I want to be alive.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to be alive for much longer unless we figure out what the fuck is happening.
I think
Who says
our
that I am
first
going to try
step
and be involved in that?
is that we
Because
get-
they're not just coming for anybody. They want every living crow dead, right? I'm picking up on Kalani's accent a little. My apologies.
I think our first step is we all need some rest. It's been a very long fucking day. And we need to figure out what happened to Redrix in Sivri.
Can you, feed my goose some berries?
No.
But she's injured.
She'll be fine. You want to talk over me and be a rude little man, you don't get berries for your goose.
You shouldn't punish the goose for my actions.
Well, then maybe she'll know who's to blame.
He.
Mother's
the male goose.
Ignoring Mort, Kalani's gonna look at Quellic again and just, do you know what happened to them by any chance?
Fuck it. Give me just a moment. Actually, I'm the High Crow, so if you'll give me just a moment. He goes up to that door that is at the top of the steps there. It's up to y'all if you want to follow, but if not, he goes away for just a moment. And a few minutes later, he returns with just a full, Jesus Christ, ulnar bone. Ulna. He breaks it into halves. And as y'all have, or as he casts a spell with those bones, you each get the faint sensation, however you choose to kind of perceive the magic of bone casting. You can tell that these are vultures.
Mm-hmm.
And as they kind of glow and you feel them starting to burn down and out, he kind of sits contemplatively, trying to sense where your companions are. Well, that's interesting. You said that they were taken away with
It was black smoke.
Black smoke, okay. It appears they're safe. And they're nearby. We're only a few miles outside of Jathar. And they are both in that direction. It's possible that they're, oh, I've already forgotten my guy's name. Hold on. Ah, it's possible that they're with Gosha.
You spell that?
Gosha. And for those that remember, it's the blue dragonborn that was sent off to investigate Jathar with the bones that were showing up in the potions.
I don't think that's likely, seeing that they disappeared into black smoke.
It's something to go off of.
Alright, I think Kalani's right. We rest and then go get him.
Fine.
Jathar, coincidentally, is right at the bottom of that mountain range, so y'all will be able to, thinking ahead, for those of you who've seen a map, will, at the very least, be in a good position to take any path that the group so determines. I think Kalani is correct. We all need some rest. I need an additional shower that is not waterboarding and to rest. So there are wards cast around this building. We will be safe here. Only crows can pass through. And I anticipate that that will be of extreme importance as things progress, as word gets about. If you need a shower, there's a bathroom down the hallway to the left. And there are a couple of additional rooms for sleeping.
I'm going to immediately start walking towards one of those rooms.
If you have any additional questions, I can answer them better in the morning. But everything here is... You're all welcome to look at the books, take whatever supplies you might need. It appears to be in fairly bare bones, given that this particular type of refuge hasn't been needed for hundreds of years now, but they've maintained it. If any of you are looking to replace any of your teeth, there is a... he points up to the room that he went into. There is a Viatic available in that room back there. Just don't take more than your fair share. But I will leave you all to your things, and I have one task to complete before going to sleep. So he somewhat sheepishly takes his leave.
Good night. Mort is going to look over the books, per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Kalani is probably gonna go shower and then go the fuck to sleep.
Before Fairy showers or anything, she is going to go find one of the rooms, close the door, and lock it behind her. And then she is going to cast Sending. And she is going to try and contact, I think I'm saying this right, Annual? The female drow that they helped
Yes.
escape. Or they were helping. And she is going to like slowly sink down onto the edge of the bed and close her eyes and visualize that girl's face. This is Fairy from earlier today. I hope that you and your brother are safe, and I wanted to let you know that they know that you are gone. We did not tell them, but they knew already. I was not counting words. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're flexible with it.
I hope you are safe, and I wanted to let you know that I'm gonna say that's the end of it because I was not counting. I'm not usually the one counting.
Can she respond?
Yeah, it's Sending, so she can respond once.
Okay. Good to hear. On the run with that weird fucking satyr.
Okay,
And that's all
she
you
can't.
get.
Yeah, she can't send anything back because that's another spell. She only has the 2, and she wants to save the other one just in case. But she will then stand and go towards the bathrooms, and if she runs into Kalani while she's on the way there or in there or whatever, she will say, "Your father is alive, and he has the 2 drow. They're on the run."
Thank you.
And she'll just give a nod and in silence, like do her shower and nighttime routine, and then go back into the room and sink onto the bed again and grab one of the pillows and put her face in it and just start sobbing.
Well, then with that, Mort, if you would like to send me, if you have anything that you want to kind of
Well,
delve
there is
into, because
n-
I
not
can write you something. But yeah, what have you got?
non-book related. Kind of once everything has quieted down, like Quillic has gone to bed, Mort is still doing book shit because it's Mort. Um, they also kind of reach into their inventory and pull out like a little baggie of loose leaf tea, and like you can tell that it's kind of old because he uses so sparingly, and um, just gonna medicine check for poison.
Yeah.
$14.
As you kind of fool around with it, looking in, thinking of all the possible things that you could do to kind of test this, I don't know chemistry very well as far as these sorts of things would go. I will say preemptively, this is tea that you and Mir would have been taking from.
Mhm.
With that specifically in mind, as you investigate, kind of like even piecing through all of the little pieces of the dried leaves and things, you start to apply heat and, try to detect any little thing. You do detect trace amounts of poison.
Can I tell anything about that poison?
Make a nature check.
Net one.
You cannot find. You're unsure the nature of this particular poison. You can't tell if it's slow acting. You can't tell if this is something that was applied over time. This is something that would have been years of this, or if this was towards the end of his life. It is not something you can only spiral out into wondering exactly what this was.
I have a solution. It might get me killed. It's gonna be like 4 in the morning when he finally gets around to knocking on Barry's door.
At this point, she's like had her emotional moment. She's calmed down, and she has fallen asleep from the exhaustion of the day, and she wakes up and she walks over and doesn't open the door, doesn't unlock it yet, and goes, "Yes."
Can you identify poisons?
DM, we never talked about that. I figured she probably has some sort of resistance or something, or like specialization in poison, considering what she does.
I would imagine so. Yes. Yes. This is not a.
The
this is not a
poison
hard sell for me,
lipstick.
yeah.
The poison
Yeah.
lipstick
You-
really helped
You would
out.
have to
Rourke.
kind of know. You would kind of have to know your way
Yes.
around poisons to be working
Like,
with them.
not an
in that
expert, but she
capacity.
knows.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, and she like unlocks the door and like opens it slightly. Possibly. What's the context?
Just put out your hand.
And she just gives him a look like,
It's not gonna burn
okay.
through
And,
you.
like slowly puts out her hand.
Just puts like whatever he could separate that he knew it was poison. Like there might be some non-poison stuff from the tea mixed in, but he does not put like tea in her hand. Just what he could identify as not normal.
Okay, what do you want me to do with this, Snow? How do you want me to...
I'll have you also do. Between the two of you, normally I'd have something like this at maybe disadvantage, but between the two of you, the legwork, the knowledge, I'd say just make a. To me, this would be the nature of this particular thing. This particular poison would be more of a nature check than a medicine check, unless
Okay.
you have an argument otherwise.
My only argument is I have one additional point in medicine than nature. that's the extent of my argument.
Technically, I could probably accept
um,
survival as well.
So that's a nat 20.
Damn. Okay.
You very.
We're just all over the damn place today.
Let's pump in.
So yeah, it's really quite impressive that Mort's been able to kind of separate some of this out. And you do see that it is an unpracticed hand, but the success rate was pretty good. It's kind of like a scratched off powder that has been separated here. Something like this being put into tea, it's kind of the way that it would have to be fabricated would be drying the leaves with a liquid coating on those leaves. The only thing that you can really think of that would provide that, I don't have a name for it, I'll be real honest, but it is a poison that would have slowly caused the drinker to succumb to an illness that would just start to break down the body. For that to be on a living person, they would have had to be ingesting it for years to have it affect them. And at that point, they're kind of timing their own death. You would know that most people would do this to build up a tolerance. But for someone, depending on the age, it may not necessarily be something that would be successful ultimately. If that kind of, yeah, without knowing exactly anything about Mir, this is something that, again, it would be more to build up a tolerance, but could have negative effects depending on how much tea and how much time they've been putting into this.
And her brow's gonna kind of like furrow slightly after she like sniffs it, looks over it, like takes a tiny little bit on her tongue. Where did you find this?
So, what kind of poison is it?
For fun, let's call it mother's milk.
Okay.
Yeah!
I mean, it's typically called mother's milk.
Fucking irony. What does it do?
It breaks down the body slowly and over years if consumed. Like, it would seem as if a person was sick or ill and just slowly decaying from some sort of illness. But it would have to be methodically added to something every day over the course of years and years.
They'll say if somebody drank 5 or 6 pots every day while studying, be pretty fucked, right?
Possibly people also do that to build a tolerance to this, because it's not extremely potent.
Well, it already killed one person, so can't really
You-
find out what the intent was. Thank you. I'll let you get back to sleep.
All right, and she'll hand like the little vial or whatever back to him.
Takes it and just tucks it away.
And she like starts to close the door and then pauses. People will say anything to make you confused and get the upper hand. Even if they believe it's true, it doesn't mean it is. It's how I'm so good at my job.
It was true.
And he walks away.
And you know it was him who added it.
You know, I spent most of my life in a place a little like this because I was terrified of germs. I only trusted one person to handle my food and drink. I imagine you know who that is.
And there's no possible way that no one else could have added anything to it, especially considering he died.
No.
If you insist. And she'll close the door.
Mort finally goes and crashes out on a bed.
I think we'll hold it there for next time.
Okay.
What a nice nat 20, thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
nat 20.
You can thank my gay rainbow dice.
Yeah,
Because
let's
I
go.
Rainbow dice.
to be an ally.
Sounds gay, I'm in.
Ally.
Absolutely.
Oof.
Mort is a queer,
Okay.
it's fine.
I mean, so's Fairy, so. We're just all hanging out, it's great.
Alright, I'm gonna go send my people off and then I'll be back.
Okay, same.
All right, guys, that is it for today on the YouTube side of things. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session, and I will see you later.